What is going on, YouTube? Back again with another great video, and today we're going to try to finish up even more stuff on this VQ so we can finally get this bad boy running. If you're new to the channel, please make sure you hit that like and subscribe, and check out the other videos that we have posted before. We have a whole entire series going on right now on the twin turbo Z. Let's go ahead and get this video started. The first thing that we're going to do right now is get this fuel regulator mounted on. I'm going to use this middle portion right here so I can try to keep the fuel line as far away as possible from the manifold that is right next to the turbos here, so we don't have a high chance of having a fire in the car. So I'm going to use this right here, one of these drill bits, to try to match it up with this bolt to see if we can get a decent size and drill us out something and get this thing mounted. We'll probably try to pry this up a little bit and get it out the way so we can make a nice clean hole. Let's see what I get. Now we're gonna go ahead and tighten down all the fuel lines, like this one here on the bottom. You see they're pretty loose. I just want to do a mock fit to try to make sure everything was out of the way. But now that we have this fully mounted here and fully put on, we're gonna go ahead and clean that bad boy up, make everything nice and tight so we don't be leaking fuel when we do our first startup. So let's go ahead and get to that action. All right, there you go, right there, nice and tight. See, we got it fully mounted on there right now, and that's where it will sit. These are all tightened up, 1, 2, 3. So all of these are tightened up. I'm gonna go ahead and do the one that's at the bottom, and yeah, and we'll go on to our next step. All right, so next we're gonna go ahead and try to get this motor seated back in where the motor mounts are, so we can continue putting the rest of the car up. Since the motor is slightly at a incline and elevated, we want to get it seated as it would be when the car starts. So we're going to be pushing and yanking this thing, and I hope you enjoy the time lapse. All right, let's go. All right, so the motor's finally seated back in here again. So next we're gonna go ahead and start putting on the transmission bolts to get the transmission all nicely lined up, and then start pretty much trying to put as much as we can back together.
Yo, you trying to kill us, guys? What you doing?
What you doing over there, cuz? All right, guys, so what I'm doing is putting in the transmission mount bolts back in here so it can hold the transmission back up nice and steady, so it'll just be sitting on the ground. Once we do that, we'll probably go down and we'll connect the drive shaft, which is all the way over here on the end of the transmission. You probably can't see my hand here, but let's go ahead and first put these bolts in. It's 4 of them total, 2 on this side and 2 on the other side adjacent from it, and they get it started. Let's get this party started. Yeah, sort of, kinda. But
how many people does it take to screw in a 14?
Wait, let me get a bolt. Another one. These are the easy ones. Lay that jack down.
What are you doing now?
All right, so now we're putting in the motor mount bolt. Let me show you guys what this bad boy look. Oh, it's in there. Excuse me, I might just drop it. Oh, motor mount bolts to make sure the motor stays in, don't fly out the car and go to SpaceX like the Teslas. I don't know if it's tight now. Next, we're gonna go ahead and put on the drive shaft. Next, we're gonna be able to go ahead and plug in that drive shaft. So follow me on this journey. All right, we're putting the drive shaft down. Someone help me out, cuz.
What you even do?
I need someone to hold it directional again so I can slip it through there.
This way?
Yeah, bring it like that. Be careful.
Did you start the transfer?
Nah, not yet.
What do you transfer to?
Transfer, cuz. How you gonna do that, cuz? No, I'm saying, that's what I'm saying. Like,
No, maybe describe it now.
Stick that thing in that hole now.
I mean, don't miss.
Lube it up, please.
It's loose. Alright, it'll lube up. Alright, then that should go in. Ooh, yeah. That low.
Freak.
Chill out. I'm telling y'all right now. 1 second.
Don't do it. Nah,
Not
hold
yet.
on, that's it.
Alright guys, so pretty much we got the entire transmission fully mounted, bolted up, all the wiring is done. So let me go ahead and show you guys what it's looking like. Here go everything back in place. Got our shifter, got a new shift knob. It's a Tomei shift knob. It's really dark. Let's see if I can spice it up. Like, there it is. It's a Tomei shift knob. We went ahead and started working on the fuel regulator and doing some tests, making sure it was building pressure, and it did. We had a leak up here. Make sure you guys tighten these very well so they don't cause any type of leaks. But we've got that done. Pretty much putting everything back together. We got the evap line going back together, connected and everything like that. This piece right here will go to the plenum, or the bottom of the plenum. The next step that we will be doing is putting on the actual plenum, and then you guys will see a time lapse of me trying to put this car back together as much as possible. And I think that will be it for today's video. All right, so that's gonna be enough for today. Put on the plenum. Haven't bolted it up yet. Still gotta reroute some lines. Since we're gonna be doing boost, it's gonna be a tad bit different. So we're gonna be fixing that up in the next video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys liked the video and whatnot. And yeah, come back for the next one, and I'll see you guys later.
This is a happy end, 'cause you don't understand everything you have done. Why is everything so wrong? This is a happy end. Come and